Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. Of course, I'm late because that's what I do. That's who I am. How are we? DJ Croft says, I'm so excited for this. For what? For why? I'm sorry. I hope that my thumbnail was not deceiving. This is me talking about the events that I will be partaking in. For what? For why? I'm sorry. I hope that my thumbnail was not deceiving. This is me talking about the events that I will be partaking in. For what? For why? I'm sorry. I hope that my thumbnail was not deceiving. I don't know how to escape this. This is me talking about nightmare. The events that I will be partaking in. For what? For why? I'm sorry. And we're back. That was so fun. I love hearing the sound of my own voice over and over and over again. So tonight we are talking about, I'll show you a couple things that I forgot to show you last time in our live because I pulled out all my Halloween decorations. I have one piece that was the highlight. The one main thing I wanted to show you, I didn't show you. So I have that. I got a new movie in the mail today because I ordered something on Amazon for Tyler. They have little cooling mats that your dog can sleep on, and it's been 90 something degrees every day. And I was like, I can't be at work, thinking he's at home and uncomfortable. So I got him a cooling mat thing for $15 from Amazon. And I was like, well, if I spend this much money, I get free shipping. So I'll just add this thing from my Amazon wish list. So that has been removed from said wish list. Century says, good evening. I had a bad day with a stalker. I'm not going to read that comment out loud in case, that's a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're here. Are you safe? My gosh. That is a scary thing with social media and stuff, is that anyone can kind of find you anywhere. So I'm really sorry, Countess, that is happening right now. Love seeing that Leo is here. Love seeing that DJ is here. Love seeing that Countess is here. Melissa said she might jump on when she gets out of work, Leo. So y'all can I don't know, fight or be friends, whatever you're going to do. To this point, every episode that we have, y'all's relationship changes. So, but yeah, hi everyone. I'm super excited. Let me start with, I'll start with the thing I wanted to show you all last time that I didn't get to show you. It's actually in the thumbnail of last week's live. That's how much I wanted to show this thing to you. And it is my Halloween 1978 pumpkin. So this is I'm sorry, there's a fake votive inside. So it's a foam pumpkin that someone custom makes. They back when I got this, the only pumpkin I ever saw them make was this one. And since then, I've seen their page blow up with tons of other carvings and art and stuff. It's very specific with the stabbings and everything. And every year, this usually goes in the TV room. Probably will go in the TV room again this year. But for now, it's been up here in my spooky room. But the link for this pumpkin, because it also was very inexpensive. For someone to go through the time to make something like this, I forgot how much it was, but I remember I was like, I can swing that. And it's lasted years. I've had this for many years. The link is in the description down below. I think it says custom pumpkin, and there's a link attached to it. It is for this. It's great. It brings you to his Instagram page, I'm pretty sure, but there's a link from the Instagram page, and you can see all of the stuff that he does. I probably got this 4 or 5 years ago, I want to say. And every year it comes out for Halloween, looks fantastic, is beautiful, still sturdy. I wrap it back up, I put it away, and it's fine. So literally, if you want something cool like this, click the link in my description, and he will custom make that for you. I'm sure he's crazy busy with orders because spooky season is here and Halloween is approaching. Today's fragrance is brought to you by Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath & Body Works. You're welcome. Last week I had you all vote, and I wanted to smell pretty in here now. Oh, also, if you notice, I have a couple my fall decorations kind of up behind me. There's a couple more over here, but we just got new Wi-Fi today, and I switched everything over so I can officially, with the new Wi-Fi. Yes. All right. We're going to make that one. And then there's one right here, which I don't think is, oh, it is on camera. Okay, good. So both of those, right? Sure. Or I can go over here. Seems legit. But that's with the new Wi-Fi. So love that for us. Let's check out the chat. The echo for what and why should be. Yeah, no, Leo. So I forgot that I had YouTube open because I'm streaming through something called StreamYard, which is great. I love it so far. But I had YouTube open because I can edit from YouTube, and I forgot that I did that. So it was playing on YouTube. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Let me see. I am safe and just stressed, but glad to be here. I'm happy you're here too, Countess. Also, Century Countess has been making from scratch a Halloween costume that is it's the dress that Angela wears. Basically, Angela from Night of the Demons is what she's creating. She has a YouTube video up now. That's how she did the hair. And then soon we'll be getting videos and stuff about the dress and everything else. But I'm very excited to see that. Let me see. Leo says the echo for what should be your new intro after the shut up James line. Oh, I'll have to go back and listen to it and see how ridiculous that sounds. And possibly I did just learn in my newest video that there's like I added like a little beep sound, you know, in the shut up James. It says shut up James, it goes beep, and then like, hey there, hi there, ho there. I'm playing around with that intro to use it elsewhere in my videos and stuff, because when I made that, I made like a little bit of a longer one. But it's the condensed version that you get in the videos, just for like, you know, people have like 3-second attention spans and then they're just mentally checked out. So I'm playing around. You'll notice that the newest movie reaction, when it goes up, it's got a lot of those little beeps. I've used a couple of the sound effects from the intro throughout the video. Speaking of the costume, the earrings came in. Yay! Christopher Garcia says, hopefully this Wi-Fi isn't like the McDonald's Wi-Fi you had before. Damn. Well, I had Cox before, so hopefully it's better. Also get Derek to fix his shit. Is his shit messed up still? So Blockbusted Videos and I, when we play our video games with the Christopher Garcia or Elm Street Kid, if he jumps on, for some reason, Blockbusted Videos and I have the worst Wi-Fi issues. We are the drama. We always cause the issues and the problems and the whatever. And have to like reboot and restart. And it's more Derek. It's more Blockbusted Videos recently. So I don't know. We'll see. This will be a test. We'll play tonight, and that'll be the test. We got rid of Cox. We got a whole new alarm system. A whole new. I don't know if anyone saw like my stories where my alarm actually went off while I was at work, and I had to leave work, come home, freaking out, thinking of all the worst case scenarios it could have been, because Tyler was home alone. The one day he's home alone. Tyler is never here by himself. He's home alone. I'm like, burglars. They kidnapped him. They stepped on him. They let him outside and he's roaming the streets. Someone burned the house down. I might have left something on in it, whatever. My brain goes. I don't have anxiety at all. I get there, everything's fine. But I think it was like the sensors were malfunctioning, maybe because of the heat. Actually, it was like one of those 90-something degree days. Maybe the heat warped the door, so it like moved the two sensors. Either way, the Wi-Fi was so freaking bad for years that we've been trying to get rid of them. And they kept saying, oh, we'll do this. Oh, we'll do this. And we gave them chance after chance after chance. And Moses finally had enough and said no. And so now we have like go speed, go net speed, net go speed, go net speed. Go net speed, is that a thing? Whoever they are, we're going to see how that works out. Richard G says, hey. I was thinking about those alarms. Was it human? Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Countess. I'm thinking that it was really hot. It was hot that day. So I'm thinking that's what the problem was. May have been the heat. Yes. So anyway, here we are. Now, when I ordered Tyler's cooling bed, like I mentioned before, but I wanted to spend some more money to get free shipping, right? I got one movie, that's it. It's from my Amazon wish list. My Amazon wish list is also down below. But I was like, I want this. I've already watched it several times. I saw it in theaters and then I saw it streaming, and I'm like, twice while streaming. I would have done a reaction, but I've seen it so many times. I love this movie, and so I got The Blackening. So it's the 4K. It's got a slipcover. It's cute. Look at the cover, y'all. I haven't even opened it yet, but I figured I'd save it for this. Isn't that adorable? I mean, save it for this. This is perfect timing because it arrived this morning. Here, we'll open it. Is the back the same? The back is the same for both. Have you all seen this movie? Has everyone seen The Blackening? Here, I'll do a poll. Typed it so fast without looking. I hope it's misspelled. No, it is actually spelled correctly. Okay. So let's see. If this takes more than a couple seconds to open, we're not going to do it. You'll just have to believe me that it's cute. Should I do more like showing y'all my movies like this? I did my Chucky 4K collection, like unboxing, and showed every movie, slipcover, front, back, the discs, everything. The description for that is also down below. But y'all care about that? If you do, I'll do more. If you're like, not really, then I'll only do the ones that are like super special to me. But during these lives, I feel like this is a fun thing to kind of break up the topics, the hot tops. So, The Blackening, she cute. The back. This movie was a lot of fun. I'll be honest, not every joke landed the first time I watched it. I was like, it's weird because I'm either laughing hysterically or I'm kind of going, like they tried and it didn't work. But it's just so damn charming. Like it's kind of trying to be like Scary Movie where it's like making fun of the tropes and stuff like that. But it's like they also go against the tropes. Like it's commentary from itself. It's not commentary coming from, I don't know. It's also just ridiculous and fun. So that's The Blackening. Was it Blu-ray and 4K? Yep. Yep, Blu-ray and 4K. Yes, Leo, she is purdy. 67% you said no. So it's kind of like like Scary Movie, meaning the Scary Movie franchise, where it's poking fun at horror movies, but it's not poking fun at them by poking fun at like the genre or specific movies. It's poking fun at the like basically the black stereotypes in horror by having every character know the stereotypes and know what's the word? Like they know what every black person does in every movie, supposedly, right? And they talk about it often. But usually you get like a throwback. Let's say it's Scary Movie or it's some other, any movie. When you get like a throwback or there's like a callback to like a song or something, I feel like it's still 99.99999% of the time, it's some reference to something in like general culture, white culture. This is literally every callback is specific to something in black culture. Every single callback. I've never watched a movie where there's a big like kind of like emotional moment where they have to separate, because they also take a lot of the horror elements pretty seriously. Like you're in suspense while you're watching this. It's scary. It's a scary slasher film. There's like an epic kind of like we have to split up, and they start reciting the movie Set It Off with Jada Pinkett Smith, but it's deadpan. Like they mean it. Like it's fun. You have to watch it. That's The Blackening. You have to see it. I'm excited to see the commentary. What Blockbusted video says, oh my, I jumped in at a deep moment. No, I was saying how great this is, but how it's kind of like different than other like spoof movies, in my opinion. Leo says The Blackening was hilarious. Oh no, Tyler is definitely Final Girl material. Don't worry, that's true. Literally, I walked up with the cops behind me because the cops came because the alarm went off. And Tyler's just like trotting. And he's like, hey, bitch, you going to feed me? So I'm pretty sure that Tyler actually set the alarm off to just get me to go home. Blockbusted video says he also loved The Blackening because that's on period. Century Countess says, yes, I do enjoy seeing what you get and the new films you share. Okay, cool. So I'll do more of this. The lives are easy and this is fun to show you stuff. But if I get like a bulk situation, I'll give you more of those videos. I actually still have a birthday unboxing that I filmed and edited, but I filmed and edited it like this way to go on like Instagram, but it's too long for Instagram to post. Instagram won't post it. So I'm like, do I post like a 5-minute unboxing on YouTube, but it's this? Or do I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. My birthday was back in May, so I'm very late to the party with that. Also, so we looked at the pumpkin, the custom pumpkin, the link's down below. Sorry, I shook the whole table. My new movie, fantastic. This bracelet is from a little shop that my sister is starting. I don't know if it's upside down or right side up. It says, I love horror. And she makes little like, not custom bracelets. Like she has like their pre-made ones, but she does like a bookish, she's like a bookish Instagram. Did I put the description down below? If I did not, if it's not there right now, I'm sorry, and I'll put it there after, but it's called Chapter 2, Page 5. Actually, I can end the other poll. Most of you have not seen The Blackening, and I need y'all to fix that. We're going to add a new poll right now. What? If I word this. Chapter 2, Page 5 is reference to what? Oh, wait. Y'all, I have to have multiple choice. Sorry. I want to give y'all some options. I'm like, let me just look for, ooh, let me mix these up. Look here. I'm never gonna start poll. So this is me asking you all. So Chapter 2, Page 5. I'm gonna let everyone go based off of the poll because I already see comments coming in, and we'll talk about it in a minute. Garcia says that Tyler set it off the alarm because he had to go pee. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. So, but anyway, yes. So Chapter 2, Page 5. She has one account right now that's called No Read or Reason, which is about like her books, and then she's gonna do like bookmarks and merch and shirts and she had fun, the bracelets and a whole bunch of cute things that she was working on. Because like how I am with movies, she is with books. So we've had a lot of the same ideas, and she's just farther along at getting like the fun merchy things going. She's actually going to be at an event here in Connecticut. It's in October, so I'll talk about it more when I get specifics and stuff, but I'll be there just like with her hanging out and walking around and looking at things. But she'll be selling the things. But anyway, you can kind of check it out before it becomes available. Sorry, my back. Big reason we're going to do this live anyway, because this is what we do. Big reason that we're here right now, and I have nothing else to really talk about except for kind of this one big thing, is the Face of Horror competition that I've been really obnoxiously posting about. So I'm so sorry. Face of Horror, it's a competition I entered kind of like I forgot where I even saw a notification, and I was like, these aren't real. But I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, they're not asking for any information that is making me go, no, I don't want to do that. You know, like when you're signing up for something and they keep asking more and more questions, and they're like, last question. And then you answer that and they're like, one more, click, bye, I'm done. I'm checked out. I'm not doing that. So this one didn't do that. It was just like basic information and like, we'll get back to you. Well, that was months ago. And then a couple of weeks ago, I get an email and a text message saying like, hey, your profile's up. Go check it out for the competition. And I was like, huh? So I look and there's a whole profile. I see tons of profiles and people are chatting about it. And anyway, I'm in this competition called Face of Horror, And yes, Leo says vote for Mr. Parmesan, y'all, and I second that. Countess says, out of curiosity, what genre of books your sister likes? Oh, I think thrillers mostly, not like full-on horror. I don't think she goes for like full-on romance either. I think she likes thrillers, and she loves Harry Potter, so I'm guessing there has to be some kind of element of like fantasy or sci-fi in there too. So with the Face of Horror situation, let me actually put the link in the chat. So if y'all want to vote, you can. You get like one free vote. I thought one free vote a day, and then I saw something that said 2 free votes a day. So if you can vote twice, please vote twice every 24 hours. Or you can donate to the charity that is like helping. Well, they're helping the charity really, but there's a charity involved. And if you donate to the charity, you buy more votes. I'm not asking anyone to like go above and beyond and buy votes and stuff. The 1 or 2 free ones a day is fantastic. Also, mainly because I found out that there are multiple groups. So I kept seeing that I was in 4th place. Actually, let's look and see where I am now. So I was like, I'm in 4th place. Face ID. Okay. And then I looked and saw somebody else was in 4th place. And I kept going back and forth and was like, this seems weird. Maybe it's lying to us. Like it's just telling you you're in 4th place. Well, then I look at the actual instructions and it says that the votes are broken down by like the group you're in. So you actually like, it takes like 100 people here and 100 people here and 100 people and divides them into groups. And then the top however many people from each of those groups will go to the next round. So I'm in 4th place, and I was looking at somebody else who's also in 4th place, but she's in 4th place in her group. I don't know how many. I don't know if I have to be in the top 5, the top 10, the top 20. I saw lots of people. I got down to like the 80-somethingth person and was like, I'm done looking at these people. But you know, good luck to everyone, but especially me. Let me see. Now I'm in 3rd. You guys put me in 3rd place. So never let me do that again, what I just did. But thank you. So now I'm in 3rd place. Oh, thank you. Yep. Leo says I'm in 3rd. That's fantastic. It gave me an extra vote. Yeah, it's been giving like extra votes sometimes. So that's fun. You get 1 free vote, but if you donate, you get more votes. The first time I donated $1. Oh, thank you. Let me, not be a total jerk and say that the donations go to B Plus Foundation. It's the largest provider of financial assistance to families dealing with pediatric cancer. Sorry. So that sounds actually amazing. So it's called B Plus Foundation that you're donating to. If you do make that donation, that does not go to me. That goes to B Plus Foundation, and that is through this Face of Horror competition, which also I don't know the actual like. I know it's Rue Morgue magazine is one of the like prizes, like pieces of the prize. I don't know if they are the ones doing the whole thing or if they're just like a huge sponsor. Either way, absolutely very excited that I'm in the top 10 of my group, but like, I've been in the top 5 because of you all. So thank you. Please keep going every day on my Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. I'm obnoxiously posting the link again and again with like a countdown of how many days you have left. Anyone that, knows me, knows my other movie reactors that I love watching. Nick Says Boo is also going for it. He's not in my group, I found out, because when I click on who's in what place, I can see everyone. He has been in 1st place of his group from go. There's no way he's not winning his group. I've been 3rd, 4th, 5th of my group the whole time. So once we go on to the next thing, it's going to be, can you imagine a Nick Says Boo versus Shut Up James? The thing is, he has a stronghold on his 1st place. So I'm excited that like a horror fan just needs to get it. Obviously, everyone here is a horror fan regardless, but yes, that's what's going on. So the prizes, just to make it, I was going to tell you all the prizes, but now I'm not. I don't want to wait. Yeah, it doesn't tell me the specifics of the prizes. It's $13,000. I know that part. It's, I believe, a 2-page spread in Rue Morgue magazine. Like, what are you talking about? It's a photo shoot with Kane Hodder at, I can't pronounce the name of the house, but it's, Woodbury House. I'm sorry. I don't know why I think it was like some other fancy name of a house. The Woodbury House, which was iconic filming location known for American Horror Story, True Blood, and VHS. I believe, I could be mistaken. Is it also the house that one of the houses that they filmed Halloween Ends, or am I making that up entirely? But it's like a well-known filming location. So we get to go hang out and take pictures there. So that's the prize. Century Countess is asking what I would do if I won all that money. Now I've got debts to pay off. Tyler needs some new, maybe get him like a little Christmas outfit or, I don't know, Halloween costume. I can invest in getting this room insulated because I'm scared I'm going to start, like, these tapes are going to start to grow mold because the room gets exceptionally hot in the summer and exceptionally cold in the wintertime, and the room's not insulated. Whoever built this house like added this room on after the fact and was like, no, we don't need that. Just put some drywall up. Freaking idiots. So that would need to happen. And I think Moses and I deserve like a vacation. We don't go anywhere together. Like, I find some spooky stuff that I want to go on and I go. He is in shows sometimes, like if he's performing or whatever he's doing, if he's dancing, if he's singing, like he will find some stuff to do. We don't do anything together anymore because it's just too expensive. Also, who's going to watch Tyler? Also, we can't get the same time off. It's very obnoxious. So I would absolutely love to be able to actually like enjoy myself with my partner somewhere. I love a good beach. Like, I really love the beach, and I got to go twice this year. But it was just like an hour and a half away to Rhode Island for like a half a day with my sister, which is actually fun both times. And we went like thrifting and stuff. But I'm like, take me to the Bahamas, take me to Hawaii. Why? I've never been to Hawaii. I've only been to the West Coast once. I want to go to like a West Coast beach. So that's, yeah, I have ideas of what I would do with the money. It's the Woodbury House, an iconic filming location known for, but yeah, that's what I said because I read it from the thing. Sorry, I read it straight from the thing, so I wouldn't mess anything up. So yes, that's happening. The link is in the chat. The link is all over my page. Please vote. Please vote again. Couple days left. Cool. I'd love to stay in third. Wouldn't that be fun? Then, I forgot to say this before, but don't forget the super thanks are a thing. If you do a super thanks, it's like a super chat, super thanks button. Your comment or your question is highlighted. So I have kind of ADHD with what I'm looking at, and I'm looking at like notes and two chats and myself and my agenda. So like, if you do a super thanks or a super chat, I'll see it. If you have like a very, very important question or something you definitely want me to say out loud, do that. And I will, thank you very much for doing that, but I will, your comment will be recognized by moi. So let's see. The next thing after Face of Horror is last week, there was a Q&A question. So I didn't do Q&A questions this week because last week I didn't even get to answer the last one. And that question was actually from a couple weeks prior. So this one person is sitting here waiting for me to answer this one question. I'm sure he doesn't care anymore. But the question was, what are my top 3 hottest slasher victims? I asked this at the end of our live last time, and everyone started giving me like their hot takes. I didn't get to do much research into my answer. I started like looking at the movies, basically just like kind of going through and being like, maybe this one, maybe this one. I got like a top 5. I'm sure I'm missing some people, but I'll go like backwards. So like I'll count down mine. In the chat, please everyone let me know your top 3 to 5, or just your top 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. Horror. I assume male because that's but it can be female. Hottest slasher movie victims. They have to have died. They did. at least died in their respective movies, because I don't know if there's gonna be some scenario where someone came back like 3 sequels later, different timeline, blah blah blah. Like this is 2023, so I don't know. My number 5. Well, yeah, I'll say my number 5 is Billy Gallo. Billy Gallo played Sal in Night of the Demons. So he was, and is very handsome. In the beginning of that movie, Night of the Demons, the link for that movie reaction is down below. And get ready for the sequel. We're watching part 2. I have a couple announcements to make at the end of this video. We're watching part 2 next month. But we watched that movie and he was kind of annoying me. And I was like, this creeper guy and blah, 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 whatever. But by like the midway point, I was like all in for Sal. He was gorgeous from go, but then he got even more attractive the more he just like oozed, I don't know, masculinity, whatever the hell he was doing with his like New York accent, something, trying to save Judy for no damn reason because Judy was useless and we needed to save Roger. Anyway, Sal was gorge. Did not deserve to die. Like that was final boy material right there. So was Roger. And Roger was my number 1 pick to survive that movie. But I was really rooting for Sal. And I was super bummed when he perished. If you look at any pictures of him from back then, because he's not like, his arms are not like exposed in the movie, right? He's wearing like normal length clothes and stuff. He was very muscular, besides his face looking gorgeous. Now, Countess actually sent me a video of him now. Stunning. Very handsome man. That's my number 5. My number 4 is going to go to Justin Long, who plays Derry in Jeepers Creepers. And Countess says top hottest victim is Sal. For her, it's set in stone. So Justin Long was, I think, one of my like gay awakenings in Jeepers Creepers. He has like the ripped shirt with the torso, with the flat stomach, with the blah, 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 whatever. Besides that movie being paralyzingly scary, in my opinion, when I watched it back then, his performance is spectacular, but he was and is also, just like Sal, was and is very, very, very attractive man. Did not deserve what happened to him. So he does come back in the sequel in like a dream sequence or like a premonition or something, because that was the thing to do in the early 2000s. But he technically is dead. He died in the first movie. Justin Long, Jeepers Creepers. Let's check the chat and see if anyone else has any. East Coast beaches are better. Oh, are they really? Okay, if you say so. Also, like, I think I would like East Coast beaches better. I mentioned West Coast before. East Coast, because I feel like West Coast beaches are probably all supermodels, and that's like not the vibe I'm looking for. I'm looking to like not feel like the most disgusting person there. So for that reason, maybe I don't want to go to West Coast Beach. Garcia says yes, Justin Long for sure. I mean, obsessed. Anything that he does now, I'm still obsessed. Like I will go see a movie because Justin Long is in it. He's so good. Ooh, sorry. Some people haven't seen Jeepers Creepers. JK, if you had actually not seen that movie, I swear to God. Let me see. Okay, Blockbusted is saying Dan from Nightmare 5. Glad I haven't seen that yet. I guess Dan dies. Mark from Friday the 13th part. I'll forget that anyway. I don't even know who that is. Mark from Friday the 13th part 2. Ooh, yes. Wait, is Mark the wheelchair? Andy from Texas Chainsaw 2003. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Mike Vogel. That was his name. Never thought he was a great actor. He's pretty bad in some things. He was fine in that movie. Fine in that movie. And he's pretty bad in the Poseidon movie, although that movie's stupid fun. And then he was on the Bates Motel show, and he was good on that too. Anyway, yes. I agree with that. Heather Langenkamp, Catherine, Isabel, ooh, Ginger Snaps. Yep. Brian Krause from Sleepwalkers. Never seen that. Megan Fox, Jennifer's Body. Okay. Yep. Nope. That's on point. Yes, that's accurate. So, okay. That was my 5 and 4. My number 3 is another, I think these are mostly gay awakening characters. My number 3 is Robert Rustler. Anyone know who Robert Rustler is before I even say it? I'll just give a couple seconds. I'm not going to I'll catch up on the chat while you guys think about that. Anyway, it is Ron from A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. He is the friend in the scene where Freddy comes out of what's his face's stomach. He's the friend, the shirtless jock friend who is like banging on the door. Chris got it. Thank you. There is a delay, so I know that you got that for sure. Yes. So Ron, beautiful. Like, I don't understand their relationship in the movie, but I don't think I need to. I don't think it's important. So that's my number 3, another gay awakening situation in a gay ass movie. Number 2, which I debated moving him like farther down, like to 4 or 5 or something, but I think it's the gay awakening aspect of it, and it's just the iconic like shirtless scene and like the bad boy douchebag mentality of this character that, like, I mean, as someone who is having their gay awakening, can I say gay awakening one more time, is looking at this bad boy character as like, oh, okay, so like, is that what I want? Do I want like someone who's like a jerk and like a piece of trash? And that's, of course, Brian Phillippe, who is Barry from I Know You Did Last Summer. So the locker room scene, any scene that he's in, when he's being a jerk to the two of them on like the balcony of his mansion or whatever, and he's like, you two look like shit run over twice. I was like, do I? Thank you. Like, no. Yeah, absolutely. So Barry from I Know You Did Last Summer. Leo says I have a weird taste in men, don't really have a hot horror guy. Yeah, like it was weird to think of because we're focused on like the final girl aspect. We don't think about like the guy, but there are some final guys in there. Well, these aren't final guys, but we still for some reason don't, like, they are always secondary, which I'm fine with. Jen Ryan, pew, 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 pew. Countess says 4th and 5th hottest choices. 4th, the unfortunate final girl date in The Blob. Final girl date. Which, like, wait, was that the phone booth? Was that when she's supposed to have the date with the sheriff? I think there's like 7 different dates happening in that movie. There's like the 2 in the car in the beginning. There's the Shawnee Smith is technically like on a date with her man, but then they get sidetracked at the hospital, so whatever. And then there's the date that the sheriff's supposed to have with the other person. There's like dates on dates on dates. Where the guy was covered in the blob at the hospital. Ugh, yeah, tragic. He was cute. Yes, I'll accept that as an answer. He was definitely cute. And the hot guy in the shower. Oh gosh, I forgot about him. The hot guy in the shower from Friday the 13th Part 4. I guess he was in like TV. He was known as like this angelic kind of character with his face and stuff on TV shows back then. So to put him in a horror movie, they were like, well, we have to mangle his beautiful face. And I love that the director says that the trope is usually in that movie, they tried to do a lot of like flip a lot of things, flip everything on its head in Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, because they thought it was the final chapter. He was like, let's have a dog. Let's have like a family and like a kid. Let's have twins. Like, let's have the hot guy be naked in the shower instead of the hot girl. Like it was a bunch of, it was fun. That movie is fantastic. But yes, I agree with that one. Let me see. I prefer the dads than the teens. Leo. Let me see. Wasn't into Skeet when he was in Scream, but he is a man now. Ooh, Blockbusted, you is right. Like, he always looked kind of greasy and like weaselly in like the 90s movies and early 2000s movies. But yes, he is an absolute father figure now. Same with Devin Sawa. So he was always like, he was cute enough, like back in the day, right? He's like a teenager, and as a kid, he was super cute and adorable and Casper and whatever. And as a teenager, we get Final Destination, Idle Hands, and he looks like a normal teenager, which I liked. I liked that we got teenagers looking normal and not like super polished. But now he is a man's. He's going to be at the CTHorrorFest, so I get to meet him. Tickets and hotel finally secured. Ready for next weekend? Yes! Speaking of CTHorrorFest, so Jen and I are going to CTHorrorFest. Chris says Devin is a daddy now. He absolutely is, and we will be meeting him. We will be in his presence. I don't know what to bring though. I've got Final Destination on my back. I hurt my back earlier, so I shouldn't do this. I have Final Destination on DVD. So I might bring that, but it's like one of those like snap kind of cover ones. So I feel like if he writes on it, it'll bleed. Like it's not going to stick like it would to a normal. I might just buy a picture there. There probably is going to be some awesome picture. I'll have him autograph or something. To me, the coolest part is the photo that you take with them. That's cooler than like having them sign anything. Like when I went to go see Rebecca Gayheart at the Monster Mania in Jersey this past like March, stood in line, had some stuff with Scott. I don't know if Scott's in here, Scott Rooney, if he pops up, but we were waiting in line and we get to her and her prices she's expensive, rightfully so. She was there. So was Rose McGowan, whose line was like 3 buildings long. So I couldn't get to see her. Although, fun story, Rose McGowan did walk by me and scowl, and I could have left right there. I was so happy. So she's also like this tall. She's like 2 feet tall. Adorable, and she looked so angry. I loved it. She's a blast. So but anyway, Rebecca Gayheart, standing in line. I'm like, what do I ever sign? Do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do this? I couldn't figure it out. And I get up there and her prices were so astronomical. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I just won't do anything, or maybe I'll just do a picture. I was just like, ugh. And Scott was like, hey, can I swap? Can I do the picture instead of the autograph or something? He said, can I swap this for this? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh, me too. So I took photos with her, and her person who was handling her and like doing the photos for her was fantastic, because they actually took like multiples, where I've gone to places where they're like, click next. And I'm like, the lighting though. So my photos with her are the thing that I look back at and treasure the most. If I had her sign something, I'd be like, no, it's cool, but like, it's not the same. Like I love my stuff that Heather Langenkamp signed, but I love the fact that I took a picture with her and I have a story around that picture. You know, same thing, Adrienne King. Adrienne King signed my Friday 13th poster. It is beautiful. The poster, her signature, I had her put a line on there. Fantastic. I had her write, then he's still there. But my story about like meeting her and that experience and the pictures that's it. I'm done talking about it. Anyway, so there. Now, my number one, as of right now, as of the making of this live, number one hottest slasher victim is Matt Bomer, who plays Eric in Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I am a sucker for dark hair and light eyes, and that man was and is beautiful to behold. Watching that movie and not realizing that he came out as gay later on. So I bought that he was this like just strikingly beautiful, very handsome, rugged, but sensitive man with Jordana Brewster, who literally was like going to sacrifice himself to save her and his brother and everyone. Like, he's such a good person. And to have the most disgusting and tragic death of all the deaths on this list. Yeah. Like a 1,000,000%. Patrick Wilson could get it, Leo says. I don't mean the old men, more like the zaddies. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, Patrick Wilson. Yeah. Scream 3. Wait. I'm thinking Patrick Dempsey. So stupid. What a dummy. Okay, more like Matt Boner. You're an idiot. But yes, actually, that's exactly true. Countess says, I've only watched it once, but a sixth was the boyfriend who got hung in the film Madman, 1982. Long hair, long sideburns, super tan blue eyes, cute booty. I have not seen that movie, so apparently you're describing a long-haired Matt Bomer. In which case, yeah, no, Patrick Dempsey could get it too. But in which case, yeah, that sounds fantastic. Blockbusted says, James, you got the gays thirsting in these comments. I guess this is what I have to do now. This is what I have to do. Like, spooky, but make it gay. I thought spooky, but make it cute and like pastel colored. No, it's spooky, but make it gay. Or gay, but make it spooky. I'm still figuring it out. Okie dokie. Let's see. Moving on to the next thing, right? So that was my top 5. I hope you all appreciated my top 5. I love that you're giving me more people in the comments here too. Now, I mentioned this very briefly once or twice, and now that Jen is here, we can talk about it more. So CTHorrorFest. Let me pull up. We're going to talk about CTHorrorFest right now. That is our like New England, Connecticut convention. where we get all the spooky people. Face of Horror, blah, blah, blah. Let me just type it into Google. I'm going to read off to you every person that is announced as going, so y'all can geek out, and Jen and I can be very excited about these people going to the thing. CTHorrorFest. And one of them, actually, a couple of the people, I will save them as I'll announce them last because they have something to do with some future videos. Let me see. Announcing last. Kane Hodder will be there. Kane Hodder, who plays, obviously, Jason Voorhees in 4 of the Friday the 13th films. He plays Victor Crowley in all the Hatchet films. He plays Victor Crowley's father in the first Hatchet film. Wasn't he also in, it was like he played like Ed Gein in like a makeshift pretend movie about the life of Ed Gein, even though Ed Gein was like a very like slender, awkward person who killed like 3 people, and I'm pretty sure the movie depicted him as like a big burly huntsman of some kind. So whatever, but he did that. He did the damn thing. The thumbnail for this video is a picture of me with Kane Hodder because I got to meet him earlier this year with my friends. That was fantastic. He was very kind. He tried to stump me on some trivia because I brought my copy of Jason Takes Manhattan for him to sign. I brought the Blu-ray. I will give you the piece of trivia and y'all can answer in the comments if you know what the answer was, because I got it right away. And he was like, very good. And I noticed he wasn't standing for people's pictures and he stood up for mine. So I think they must have gotten the question wrong. So he said, how many days did they film in New York for Jason Takes Manhattan, right? So that's the question. See if y'all know the answer. To me, it's pretty obvious. And I feel like if you've watched like any behind the scenes or commentaries, you would know. So that's that. Anyway, Kane Hodder's going to be there. Quinn Lord, who plays, oh my gosh, the little boy with the, was it Sam from Trick or Treat? He's going to be there. Bill Moseley, who is in kind of everything. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Night of the Living Dead 1990, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, like all the Rob Zombie films. Yes, he's going to be there. Ooh, Jonathan Breck is going to be there. I forgot. So the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, he's going to be there. Now, this is where the list, I can announce these people. This had nothing to do with future videos and stuff, but this is where I was like, I'm so happy. Number one, that I get to see these people. Almost bought the professional photos, but I'm like, Blockbusted videos kind of talked me out of it. Like, if they're going to be in costume, maybe. If not, like, don't do it. Kind of like weigh your options. But I'll get pictures, like just regular pictures with them. But secondly, I'm super excited because we were going to try to go to the South Pasadena 45 years of horror thing for, or 45 years of, 45 years of terror, of horror, of Halloween, whatever. The Halloween convention in South Pasadena. And they've been announcing almost no one I'm interested in seeing. And the few people that I was interested are going to be at CTHorrorFest. So I was like, I need to see Nick Castle. Nick Castle will be at CTHorrorFest. This person was actually in Vegas and we didn't get to like talk to him, but I would like to take a picture with him. Charles Cyphers, who is the sheriff in the first 2 movies and in the new timeline, Halloween Kills. Bringing him back was so disrespectful because he was such a cherished character and then they killed him for no reason. Anyway, Nancy Kyes, who was Nancy Loomis, who played Annie in the first Halloween. She played, she played, what's her name? Derek. Was it also Annie? In The Fog. What's her character's name in The Fog? Let me know. But she's going to be there. And she was in Halloween 3. She plays like the disgruntled, like the wife of Tom Atkins in Halloween 3. This one I'm so excited for. PJ Souls. That was like, she's like toward the top of my list. Cubbyholes, Leo, thank you. He said good luck. Thank you very much for your super thanks chat situation. I appreciate you. I love the sticker. Sandy. Her name was Sandy in The Fog. So she'll be there. PJ Souls, who obviously we know from Carrie from The Devil's Rejects. She had like a really fun scene. It was quick, but it was fun. Halloween, of course. She's Linda in Halloween. I'm thinking of what I should bring for her to sign, but I want her to say, it's expensive, you idiot. Because everyone probably has her say totally. And if I get 2 signatures, one will say totally, but I want one to say it's expensive, you idiot. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like thinking in my head, but I'm scrolling and telling you guys who's going to the thing. And John Michael Graham. Oh no, I didn't bring my water with me. John Michael Graham played Bob in Halloween. Did he do anything else? He was also in Grease. Who was he in Grease? Speaking of Grease, let's look at this poll here. Results are in from the poll. I said, what is chapter 2, page 5 reference to? 50% of you said Grease 2. 33% of you said The Relic. 16% of you said In the Mouth of Madness, and none of you said Hocus Pocus. And the 50% who said Grease 2 are correct. I even saw someone say the teacher's name earlier too. So that's a reference to the reproduction song scene in the classroom from Grease 2, which is better than the first one. Fight me. Anyway, then we're also getting, these people. Oh, Bonnie Aarons, I forgot we're getting The Nun. I should rewatch that. I haven't seen it, and I remember not liking it. Not because of her. She's terrifying. She's great. She's fantastic in that role. The movie just structurally didn't do anything. They were like, let's just, like, we walk into the church and immediately there's demons. Let's continue walking through the church. More demons. I should just walk into this up. More demons. Let's split up. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Didn't know why the hell they were there. And a super sticker. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It's Leo. I got really excited. I'm sorry. It looked like you gave me 2. I was like, whoa, but it's the same one. See, again, I'm looking at 2 different chats. Apologies. Thank you. Leo, look at whose poll. And okay, so The Nun. So The Nun will be there. Ken Foray, who is in the original Dawn of the Dead and the remake. He actually is, he's like on, is he the one on the TV? He's like a preacher on the TV or something who's like talking about like the dead will walk the earth and whatever. Rob Zombie's Halloween. He's in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, which is, I just posted recently on my Instagram page. So he's horror icon. Yes, crushed it. He's the one in Rob Zombie's Halloween where he's like, I'm gonna rip that mask off, yo, whatever. And then Michael grabs him in the bathroom stall because that's disgusting. Devon Sawa. So Devon Sawa, obviously, the Chucky show and Idle Hands and Final Destination. Let's see. We're getting Scott Reiniger. Is that his name? He's from Dawn of the Dead. Oh, and he's also on the TV. So they're both on the TV in Dawn of the Dead, the remakes. I remember there was a second person at the show, and I think it's the news anchor he plays. Galen Ross. Isn't she from Day of the Dead? No, she's also in Dawn of the Dead. I don't remember there being a woman character. I remember there being like the 2 guys the whole time. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. So she's in it, also Creepshow and Madman. Didn't you just mention that movie? So Galen Ross from that movie Madman, you just said, if that's the same movie, will also be there. Paul Ehlers. Madman. Wow, this movie you just mentioned, Countess. That's they're all going to be there. What else did you do? Ink and Steel, Man Talk. I don't know what these are, but he's going to be there too. What are the chat saying? That was the whole reason they were at the church, James. To look for demons? I thought they were there to look. Blockbusted video says they were there looking for demons. I thought they were there looking for like the missing like nuns. But then they got there and it was like very apparent that something terrible had happened. And the nuns were like, not there. And they were like, well, we should look. And then they were like, let's split up. And then every time they went into a room, it was just like a new set piece for like a jump scare. And then after the jump scare, they'd like run out of the room and go, ugh. And then like just walk to the next room for the next set piece jump scare. And I was like, but what are we doing? Like, where are we going? Leo, thank you again. Oh, these little foxes, they're cute. This one says, What does it say? Number 1. I have bad eyes. Thank you very much. The first one said good luck, and this one says number 1. They were investigating why that one nun killed herself, saw some demons, stayed to help. To help who? Derek, no one was there. I have to watch it again. I'll have to watch it again. Like it, I just remember being like, what's propelling any character forward? Like, there's like many scenes of just no dialogue because it's just them walking from place to place to place to be jump scared. Anyway, I'll watch it again since the second one just came out, and I've heard it's good. I've heard it's like fine. I've heard it's better than the first one for sure. So now let me read the list of people who are going that pertain to announcements. Some videos we have coming up. So we are getting David Howard Thornton. Does anyone know who that is? Derek says they had to banish Valak. Fine, I will watch it again. The ending was cool, and she's like, oh, like rises out of the water or whatever. Countess says, I'm going to watch it too now because it sounds like ghost hunt jump scare fun. The Nun? Go watch The Nun. It is, I think it is ghost hunt jump scare fun. You know? I think I was expecting, the other ones were so, the other Conjuring movies had so much like heart and story, and like they're really focused on characters. So it was just weird to see one that was like, you're used to this, well, let's give you this. Like, no, the characters like say like 5 lines each the whole movie. Art. Yes, Art the Clown is going to be at CTHorrorFest. Also going to be there, Damien Leone or Leone. I'd say Leone, probably. He's the writer, director, possibly editor. He did Terrifier 2. He did All Hallows Eve, which All Hallows Eve is the, there's the short where that's where Art the Clown started before he got his own, you know, situation there. Also, they announced they're further down. I believe these kids are in the sequel. Lauren Lavera. Oh, no. It says, oh, yeah, Terrifier 2, Not for Nothing, Wetlands, The Well. But I'm pretty sure she's like prominently, people would be like Terrifier 2. And then Elliot Fulham, and I believe he's also, yep, Terrifier 2. So we're getting Art the Clown. We're getting the writer-director of both films, or all the films, because All Hallows Eve. And then we're getting the 2 kids who are in the sequel. And I will make the announcement right now that we are watching the first Saturday of October. That reaction is in the books. Oh, crap, I should have brought my book. I have like a calendar book. In the books, Terrifier. That's the reaction. First Saturday of October is Terrifier. And the reason I can announce that definitively is because I've already filmed it. And the reason I already filmed it is because I want to meet them having seen their movie. I'm not going to go there because I've actually gone to 2 other conventions now where they were present and I didn't go to their table. I was like, I don't care. I haven't seen the movies. Like, I'm sure it's cool, but like, I haven't seen those. Now that I've seen Terrifier, I am letting you know I will absolutely be visiting their section. Another announcement, and this is a little sooner than October, we're getting Cassandra Peterson. Does anyone know who Cassandra Peterson is? I'll give you all a second. I'll give you a second while I grab my book so I can give you my announcement. Y'all, you have a couple seconds. It wouldn't be alive if I didn't leave in the middle of it. See my little spooky bag? I love Fox and the Hound. I love to cry. And then my little you like scary movies too. In I actually had a bunch of these. I had Michael Myers, I had Jason Voorhees. They fell off and they are very lost. And this Etsy designer, who I thought these were so cute, this is Jack Torrance, doesn't exist anymore. So I can't replace them. And then I got this at one of the conventions I went to. It's a bunch of VHS tapes. Anyway, who is Cassandra Peterson, y'all? Who is she? Who is she? Let me see. Anything for Pumpkinhead? No, nothing for Pumpkinhead. Like, you mean for like going to CTHorrorFest? Not that I know of. So are you doing Patreon so we can watch the gory bits? We're working on some things. Maybe that'll happen. I'm thinking like for watch parties, that would be fun. Countess says Cassandra, Elvira. And again, Elvira. Leo says Mother Elvira. It is Elvira. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, is Cassandra Peterson. Cassandra Peterson is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. She will be there. So I can announce right now, because I've been working on it all day, and it's like maybe 2/3 done because it's a long reaction, because there's a lot to react to in this movie. But this Saturday's movie reaction, because it is the return of the movie reactions, y'all got to watch the video, watch it twice, watch it 3 times, put it on the background. I want this one to like explode as the comeback video. It is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. That is this Saturday's movie reaction. I can tell you it was a lot. It was fun. I don't think I said this in the video, so I can say it here, it was kind of exhausting to get through, and it's exhausting to edit because every line is a one-liner. So the whole movie, I'm laughing and chuckling and commenting on stuff, where other movies I might be watching for a long period of time. I'm not saying anything because there's nothing to like comment on. Like, I'm genuinely just watching the movie. She was like one-liner, boobs, so that is this weekend's reaction. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Would you like to know the weekend after that? If y'all say yes, I'll tell you. Let me see. By the way, when you see her, ask Cassandra about the horse and apple story in the filming of Elvira Haunted Hills. Oh, I'm excited to watch the sequel. That's gonna have to wait till next year because this Halloween season is too stacked. We got too much going on. It is Last Night in Soho. It is not Last Night in Soho. That's gonna have to be, I think, January. I think when I'm like, January is usually when I kind of can throw whatever I want in there. Every other month has like something associated with it that I want to kind of like. February will be like lots of like love and Valentine's Day, and March and April are like spring and Easter and blah, blah, blah. May, I do birthday ones, and then June and July is lots of summer ones. So January is a good one for me to like get in. Like, I'll probably do Last Night in Soho. I might finally get to do VHS because I announced that a year ago and never got to do it. Everything Everywhere All at Once, I still want to see. Like, there's a bunch of like random movies that don't like have a genre that I can connect to like a time of year for the most part. So January. Okay, it's funny. When I look at one chat, it says eyes purple crying, but I look over here and it's an emoji. Okay, I get what that is. After watching, did you like Gonk? Yes, I did like Gonk. I actually borderline. I really loved Gonk. I wish I heard the name correctly because I kept saying Gronk. And then it was like toward the end, I was like, I heard her say Gonk, and I was like, oh crap. I'm like, this whole time I've been saying the wrong freaking name. But an icon in a movie that has other icons. Shockingly recognized almost every single actor and actress in that movie as well. I was stunned. One thing I need to look up is, I wonder if, okay, I'll say this down. It's going to be in the reaction. But while I'm watching, I recognize one of the actors. And in the movie, I'm looking him up. And it says that he's in Greece, and it's Kaniki. It's Kaniki from Greece. And I was like, oh my gosh. A part that I took out of the reaction, I believe I took it out. Because it's just, the reaction right now is about 27 minutes long. And I still have the last half hour of the movie to get through, which means we're looking at like a 35-40 minute reaction. So like stuff's got to get chopped. It said he was in Pete's Dragon, which, if anyone knows me, that is my actual absolute favorite Disney movie of all time. And so I'm like, that's a 70s film. And I'm like, I don't know who he would be, except that he could be like a townsperson or something like that. But there are two, like, there's like a family hunting down Pete, right? And they adopted Pete, and they basically make him like work on their farm, and while they just lay around and be lazy and gross and disgusting. and there's a mom and a father, Ma and Pa, and then there's two boys, and the boys are like, they look like they're in their mid-20s. I'm wondering if he's one of them, because it's like a singing and dancing role, because there's a live action, some cartoon, singing and dancing stuff, Pete's Dragon. Anyway, go watch Pete's Dragon. But recognized him, and I need to watch Pete's Dragon again, or at least look up and see what the hell role he played in that movie. Let me see. Countess says, for some reason, the uncle made me think of Barnabas Collins. I don't know who that is. That sounds familiar, though. Probably someone that I should know who it is. I remember Pete's Dragon. The insane hillbilly mother had a hilarious raspy scream. Yes, that is Shelley Winters, who's an Academy Award winning actress, I'm pretty sure. Have you ever seen she's done, oh my God, many things. She would be like maybe like a Kathy Bates of that time kind of thing, where like she could do comedy, she could do action, she could do like everything she did was phenomenal in my opinion. But she was in the Poseidon Adventure, the original Poseidon Adventure with is it Gene Hackman? It's like one of his first movie roles or something. So anyway, sorry, some of these old 70s movies, they're spectacular. I love them. So, but yeah, that's Shelley Winters. Rest in power. No one said they want to know what the next week's reaction is. So I guess I can just go to the next thing then. I was going to tell you all. I was going to tell you all the whole schedule. I was going to tell you the rest of September. I was going to tell you October. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Let me see. What else is in my notes? Because there's not much else to... CTHorrorFest we just talked about. Reactions are coming back. Oh, I'll do one more poll. I like the sound of me typing. Lord. Let's see. Yes, girl, tell us. Share a girl. We were waiting for you to stop talking. I don't stop talking. That's why I need you all to stop me. Horror reaction hoarder. Hello. Okay, he says tell, then I will tell. Or she says, they say tell. Tell me your real name after. This weekend, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. It's in the bag. My friend Kara is watching it with me. She's one of the funniest people that I know. And so it's very funny. Now, mind you, know this right now. The AC was not on, but we had a fan in the corner of the room because it was the 100-degree day here. And we had the fan on in the corner, and it did still cause a little bit of like a stupid background noise. So it definitively no fans, no air conditioner, like can't have it. But we were literally like, she's fanning herself the whole time. She's fanning me. The fan was on our like legs. But it still messed up the audio a little bit. Anyway, so Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Cool. The 16th. The 23rd, which is the following Saturday. Slumber Party Massacre. That one I'm watching by myself. Slumber Party Massacre. That's coming. Y'all actually voted for that one the most. That was one you wanted me to come back to. But because it's spooky season, I wanted to jump into it with like a spooky season specific reaction. So we're going to come back with Elvira. Then we're doing Slumber Party Massacre. Hell yes to that movie right there. Now the 30th is up in the air. I will tell you the 30th is either going to be Peter Jackson's Bad Taste, or it's going to be Chucky season 2 in its entirety, because I plan on binge watching Chucky season 2. I really want to get Bad Taste out to you guys because that movie is insane. But Chucky season 3 comes out in October. So I feel like I need to watch and catch up on season 2 first, but it only makes sense. So the 30th is very much up in the air. And I have not watched season 2 of Chucky yet. So that would require me having an entire day to watch it and then many days to edit it. So we will see. That's September. Does September sound good? Chris says he just binged season 2. Was it good? I heard it was good. I liked season 1. So, let me see. We love a good sorority slasher. Yeah. I'll say right now, I thought the movie was a blast. So I mean, maybe I'm spoiling something, but you'll see. I hope you wore your negligee for this slump. I did not wear my fishnet stockings and my skimmies. I'm sorry. Countess says yes. Chris says I like it. Okay, so also out of necessity, I have to watch it before I watch the new season. If I can keep up with season 3, I'll try to give you guys like week after week reactions to season 3 as it comes along. But if my job continues to be the way that it is, where it literally pulls me in like a vortex every second of every day, even on my days off, then I probably won't get to do that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Almost got called in today, so that was a blast. And I was like, I mean, I would have had to, but somebody else went in, even though they weren't feeling well. So thank you for that. Because I've been editing all day, and it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, really, my entire day ruined again? This is what happens. Cool. Lots of Jennifer Tilly. Good. Love her. She's fantastic. Absolutely underrated. Season 2 was good. Has more of the Seed of Chucky vibe. I was hoping for less of that. I don't hate Seed of Chucky anymore. I actually think it's a lot of fun, but that's fine. I'm still, let them do what they want to do. I just love that the story continues. I love that we get characters from the previous films. I love that they pick up on previous storylines. I can't think of a franchise that has done this, that has had all of its movies, because the remake was a different entity in itself. It has nothing to do with this. Didn't need to happen. The franchise wasn't dead. So a franchise that goes on for 7 movies, and again, you can check out my Chucky unboxing video down below in the description, where I actually go through all 7 of the 4Ks from Shout Factory, and they're beautiful. Anyway, 7 movies that all continue the same storyline, that transitions into a popular television show, still continuing the same storyline. Tell me who else has done that. Especially in horror, really. Actually, not in horror, because we can also say like Star Trek, they've done that very well for a while. Star Wars now does that very well, but horror in general, a 30-something-year-old franchise. So anyway, it sounds like you all want me to do season 2 of Chucky, so that might be what we do. That's September. Done. Period. First Saturday of October, like I just said, Terrifier. We're watching Terrifier. That is it. Now, after Terrifier, we're gonna need a palate cleanser. So we're gonna watch Practical Magic. Spooky season, and Practical Magic is a movie I watched when I was a kid, and I just know that Sandra Bullock is in it. I forgot. Oh, Nicole Kidman's in it. Like, okay. And I think Rizzo from Grease. Lots of Grease references tonight. I think she's in it too, but I could be mistaken. But I don't remember anything. Like, people hold it up to a standard of like they watch it every year, like they watch Hocus Pocus every year. And I'm like, yeah, I watched it when I was a kid. I think it made me cry. I think I was sad. Don't talk about it, because I want to be surprised about what I'm watching. But I love Sandra Bullock, so I'm excited to watch that. That's going to be the 14th. That's October 14th is Practical Magic. These last 2 I debated back and forth, but this is what I'm saying right now on the record. Is October 21st, that Saturday, will be Night of the Demons 2. So we'll watch the sequel for Night of the Demons. That's going to happen. It's not a palate cleanser, but it's going to baby step us into what will be our definitive Halloween reaction. And the Halloween reaction, which is going to go up again Saturday. Should I do a different day? I don't know why I do Saturdays. Saturday, the 28th, Terrifier 2. So if we can survive Terrifier on the 7th, we have our palate cleanser on the 14th with Practical Magic. We've got our baby steps back into horror with Night of the Demons 2. We're going to go full-blown, like, shatter my senses, Terrifier 2 on Saturday, October 28th. Period. I don't think I went into November yet, did I? Oh, I did write some stuff for November. Look at me, grr. Oh, you know what I can do? There's no pencil here. Since I'm probably not going to do Bad Taste for September like I thought, I might put Bad Taste in November. I'll just spit these out. These are ideas for November. VHS, Insidious, The Red Door, Demons 2. The only one that's definite is the movie Black Friday with Devon Sawa and Bruce Campbell. That came out a couple of years ago. So Black Friday, that movie will go up, and I will probably post it on Black Friday. Right? Or should I post it the weekend before? Should I post it the Saturday before Black Friday? It's a whole week before, 6 days early. Or should I post it on Thanksgiving? Or should I post it on Black Friday itself? I think people don't go out for Black Friday as much anymore, so people might be home watching things. We'll see. Whatever. But that's what I have. Do I? And then there's still spots open for other movies. And then this is also definitive. This is definitely happening. December 9th is Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. December 16th is Silent Night, Deadly Night 4. December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, is Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. We are finishing that entire franchise. That franchise will be complete. After I finish that franchise, it will have its own playlist on my channel. That's how my OCD is working, is I want to start finishing franchises I've started so I can turn them into playlists on my channel. So there is a Scream playlist now. There's an Evil Dead playlist because I've actually watched every single Evil Dead movie on the channel. The Scream playlist exists because I've done the trailer reactions to 5 and 6. I did a movie reaction to 1 and 6. I did a review of 5, and I did an overall ranking of the franchise. All of that exists in the Scream playlist. So let me see. Let me scroll up a little bit. I think I only liked it when I was younger. Oh, we need a sequel. Oh, Practical Magic. Is that what it is? Practical Magic is wholesome. Put the lime in the coconut and you drink it all up. Favorite. Okay, see, no, I don't tell me. In horror reaction, Hoarder says, oh, Black Friday. Does that mean, on Black Friday? So that makes sense, right? I feel like people don't rush out to the stores anymore. So everyone has the day off except for me. I will be full-fledged. I need to get out of what I do. Full-fledged, 10-hour, nonstop, probably not get a break day. But I will have the movie ready and posted that morning. So that sounds good. I like that. Black Friday, we'll do the Black Friday movie. Then Leo says, I watch horror movies to go to sleep, so I'm pretty desensitized. Once the Terrifier 2 got me like, oh, dang. I don't want to talk about the first movie because I want you all to see my reaction, but that had a couple oh dang scenes as well. I've heard what I'm told by Blockbusted videos mostly, because that's where I get all my news and information and facts, and my personality is from him, is that part 2 is basically part 1 again with a budget. It's not like a repeat. It definitely is a sequel. It's a different situation, but it's the same vibe, and like the violence is there, and the whole mood of the first one with a budget. Like everything is turned up a notch. Everything's times 10. So that's why we need a couple palate cleansers, and we'll finish Halloween spooky season with that movie. And then maybe the week after that we'll do something simple. I don't know. Just went outside to smoke some weed, came back, and she's still talking. Girl, that's all I do. That's all I do. This will be a shorter one than usual though, because we're about to be done. So thanks, Blockbusted Videos, for rushing me off the air. Let me see. Melissa says I made it. Welcome, Melissa. Home for the Holidays with Sally Fields. There you go. Maybe that'll be a palate cleanser I can do as well. Leo says it's over. I love it. Oh, new comments. It's telling me to scroll down. Okay, I will. So the story is more cohesive in part 2. Violent Night was so fun. Oh, that could be. Remind me of that, because there is one December weekend that has nothing. So at my first December weekend is blank. Parts Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, 4, and 5 take up the entirety of or maybe I'll do vice versa. I'll do 3, 4, and 5, and then maybe my definitive Christmas reaction will be Violent Night. We'll talk. You're basically my PR. Story more cohesive, yeah, and Terrifier 2. I know what scene you're talking about in the first. Yeah. Well, a lot of them are uncomfortable to watch, but that one. Well, that one scene was the reason people told me that I shouldn't watch the movie. They're like, you won't like it. You will not like that movie. So anyway, that reaction will come not this weekend, the weekend after. Let me see. Hoarder, you mean it actually has a story. Exactly. Oh, Home for the Holiday. Oh, Home for the Holidays is horror. Oh, you did tell me this. I'm sorry. I think I put it on my list in my phone, but it didn't end up on my list, like on my calendar. This is like my actual calendar with the movies written down and stuff. So that's it. That is what I wanted to talk about. I showed you guys my pumpkin that I got custom made. The link is down below for the person who made this, and they do other pumpkins as well. Chapter 2, page 5, which is a reference to Grease. 2, we established. The link should be down below. If it's not, I will add it after this live is complete. I got the blackening on 4K. And we looked at that very briefly. Face of Horror, do not forget to, I'll put the link again, because y'all can vote and vote again and vote more and vote, as much as you want. Pew. There is the link one more time. And I'll be posting that link in my Instagram, my YouTube, and my Facebook and everything. I really want to win, you guys. I want you guys to help me win. So we talked about the Face of Horror. We talked about the hottest slasher victims, and I gave you my number one was Matt Bomer from Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. We talked about CTHorrorFest, and I gave you the whole lineup of who's going. I'm also very excited for the vendors. I didn't talk about them. And Jen, if you're still in the chat, the archive is going, which I've gotten to see. I've gotten to go to the store once because it's in Bridgeport, Connecticut, but that's still like an hour and something from where I am. So it's still not nearby. And it's out of the way of everything. No one I know lives down there. There's no one. I don't go to Bridgeport. So I got to go once. Then they come up to some events, like some things, and they were at like the punk rock flea market that I went to once or twice, like earlier this year, last year as well. So I've gotten some tapes from them before. They're actually where I got the Silent Night, Deadly Night collection from. And they are the reason we are going to watch all of these movies. Sorry, I can't see if there's a glare. So this is the, this is Vestin video. Oh, okay, cool. I thought this was Synapse or Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome does like older, not as well-known movies, but this collection is beautiful. Not even opened yet. So we're going to watch all those movies. I'll open the plastic and we'll talk about them and all that stuff. Leave this here for now. But yeah, the vendors and the archive will be there. So the archive, I've said this before, but just in case, is the storefront of Vinegar Syndrome. So if you ever get a movie and it says Vinegar Syndrome on the side, that's not them. I know I've got Vinegar Syndrome movies somewhere. That's Arrow. What kind of fake fan am I? That's Synapse. What the heck? There we go. I'm like, I know it's a picture of like a lady. Is like their this is Vinegar Syndrome. It's a picture of a lady like that. She's standing. She's like, what? But this is one of the, they do, it's crazy because they do, so this is like a thick slipcover. It's like, I don't know, what's the thing called where like I touch this and it's like embedded, like it's soft, then it's not, and it's like raised. It's very thick, incredible quality. Like it's the best quality I've seen since like DVDs used to go out. I remember like DVDs used to have like, they had like the trifold whatever things. The discs are beautiful, like exceptional effort is put into these releases. And this one's a very popular movie. Of course, it's Amityville Horror. They put this much effort into movies you will never have heard of before. It'll like, a movie called like Amazonian Horrors of the Wild, and it has a slipcover and a 4K release and beautiful art and looks like the most professional thing you've ever seen in your life. And it's got special features and commentary. And then you will put it in and you're like, this was filmed on like a VHS camera. So Vinegar Syndrome is top tier. But anyway, yes, so the archive, which is the storefront for them, they will be there. Okay, so that's CT Horror Fest. Reactions are coming back. I gave you my schedule. Let's look at the poll. The poll was going to be, should I go? It wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be like I'm sitting down at CT Horror Fest, but I would likely just from my phone go live and kind of give like a tour of what I'm looking at, either before or after I do what I need to do. And I'm looking, and I'm going to end the poll right now so I can see the results. But it's unanimously yes. Yes, I should. So I will. So that is September 23rd and 24th. I feel it's a Saturday and a Sunday. I will do at least one of those days. And I'll make like a big hubbub about it. Oh, what's happening here? Let me see. Oh, I see. What? Oh, what happened? What's happening? Let me scroll up. I see chaos happening in the chat. Blockbusted says, I can't wait for him to watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, Melissa. Melissa says, oh my God, he's going to crack up. Blockbusted says, it's so over the top, I can't. Leo says, I haven't seen any of them. Oh, Melissa says, the shopkeeper's literally named Pedo? Oh, no. Leo says, I'll have to watch his reactions. Blockbusted says, she did not say Vestin. Yeah, that... Vestron. It's so tiny. Lionsgate is bigger than the words. Don't come for me on my live. James is curious. James just curious. Have you seen Death Becomes Her? Yes, but not in a very long time. I have it on Blu-ray. Now that these are in alphabetical order. Oh, it's like wedged in the corner here. This is still not how I want the movies to be. There's movies stacked on movies, and I need to get shelves that are just movie, and I can easily get them. But it's right here. I do own it. I saw it when I was younger. I know some of the lines. I remember throwing the thing through her body, and I can see right through you. And my friends and I often quote, mainly Adam, quotes the I want to talk about, and I forgot her name because usually we insert Madeline something, right? Because we insert other people's names, or we'll insert the name of like a movie that we can't stop harking on, which is usually what I do. Let me see. Horror reaction. Horror says embarrassed. Leave her alone. Thank you. Vinegar Syndrome is the best. Yeah. Thank you. Leave Jamesy alone. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa got my back too. I will not. She's stupid. Judy, you're stupid. It's hilarious that I feel like I want to put that on a shirt, but I don't think anyone quotes or says it as much as Blockbusted Videos and myself quote and say that. When I say or do something stupid, which is often, it'll go, Judy, you're stupid, which is something I said when I was watching Night of the Demons in my reaction, which the link for that's down below. Okie dokie. So we love James. Now a warning? Garcia says now a warning question mark. About what? Did I say now here's a warning? Garcia, what? What does that mean? Let me see. Tag match, Blockbusted me versus James and Leo. So Leo and I are on a team? I feel like Leo, I feel like he could mess somebody up. Blockbusted can pull hair, we've established. So I was gonna say I'd pay to see that fight, but I'd be in the fight, so I'll do it. I'll fight some people. What's the prize? What do I win? Make the shirts and do it as part of your Patreon. Leo wants his Patreon so damn bad. Blockbusted says that's from the movie. It's Death Becomes Her, James. Oh. See, do I need to react to Death Becomes Her on this channel? I only like to do movies I remember virtually nothing about. Like I watched it when I was 5 and haven't seen it since, or movies I've never seen. I watched that when I was like a teenager, and I can visualize some of the things. I remember the ending. If I can remember the ending of a movie, I usually don't rewatch it. But you know what? Maybe I'll put that on the list, and Death Becomes Her will be a fun thing at some point. I learned Blockbusted says he learned to fight from watching WWE Divas. I got you, Melissa. Yeah, this would be a pretty even fight. I'm 0 to 100, so I'm either going to be like ride or die, like punch, punch, punch. Sorry, you're going down, or I will flee. I'm fight and flight. So that'd be exciting to see how my mood is that day. Leo says that's my purse. I don't know you. Yeah. Okay. So I need to watch this movie again. I've watched the movie again. Anyway, thank you all very much for jumping on this with me. Thank you for my super chats as always. Again, whenever you do that, it pops up. So if you have a question, a Q&A situation, a very important comment, I will see it. It will get read out loud. It will be blah, 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 blah by me. Yes. And that's it. I'm going to let everyone go. I don't want to keep you all any longer. I'm very excited for Face of Death. Now I got Death Becomes Her in my mind. I'm very excited for Face of Horror, the competition. So thank you for voting for me. Very excited for the CTHorrorFest. By next week's live, I will probably have Leo. Thank you again. I will probably have results from the Face of Horror competition. So we'll go over those, and we'll talk more about CTHorrorFest. And by then, Elvira will have come out. So we'll be talking about Elvira next week. Very, very excited. Please continue in the chats and stuff. Find me on the Instagrams. I talked to all you on Instagram already anyway. So Melissa says she fights dirty, and that's on period. So thank you all so much. I had a blast. I will see you all this weekend when we watch Elvira together. Have a great night.